Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Shannon with Shannon's Crafty DIYs. Today I'm just going to show you guys two really fun Easter DIYs. Basically, they are more farmhouse themed. So farmhouse, rustic, you guys know I love that. So I'm super excited to share these with you. Remember, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and just give me a big thumbs up if you like what you see. Please stick around to the end of the video and we'll see you there. Okay, bye guys. For the first DIY, I'm just taking this decoration from the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to remove the eggs just to separate them. So I'm just going to use 3 eggs off this decoration. And just to remove some of the stickiness or the glue, I'm just going to use my sanding block from the Dollar Tree and just smooth out everything. Oh my gosh, remember when I hauled this from Michael's last summer? This was like $5, guys. I love every single paper out of this book. So I picked out the two that I'm going to use today. So the gingham and the egg pattern. I thought they were so cute. So I'm going to trace 2 of the eggs with the gingham and trace 1 of the eggs with the other egg pattern. I'm just going to cut it out with scissors. Really simple to do, guys. And I'm just going to Mod Podge the paper to the eggs. Really simple again. And I love doing this trick of using sandpaper to clean up the edges. So you'll see here, I'm actually using a downward motion and so going away from the paper so that way you're not pulling up the paper from the decor, if that makes sense. So push it downwards. And now I'm just going to use my Deco Art acrylic paint in white. And I'm just going to dry brush the edges in order to make it look rustic and weathered looking and to make it very farmhouse, which I love doing. You guys know that. So you see here kind of what I'm doing. I want to make a little topiary. So I'm just going to hot glue the eggs together, just staggering them a little bit. And now in order to stand up the topiary in the base, I'm just going to hot glue a bamboo skewer to the back. And I also like to add extra hot glue over top of the skewer just to really reinforce it so it doesn't fall off. And I find just because you're putting it on plastic and sparkles, the hot glue does take a little longer to cool down. So just be aware of that before you start moving the topiary. I just love this burlap ribbon from the Dollarama. Now, you'll notice when you unravel it from the paper, it's all bent. So all I do to straighten it is I just use my hair straightener. Super simple. So I'm just going to make a simple bow with that. And I'm going to just tie it with some just some spare burlap pieces that I have. I have a bag of all these cut pieces of yarn and whatnot. So I just keep those on hand just if I need to use it for like this purpose to tie the bow. So just tying that. And I also have some other ribbon that I'm going to use as well. You'll see here. And I already made a bow in that one as well. So I'm just going to make sure, I actually made the pink bow a little bit smaller than the burlap bow because I wanted the burlap to be seen as well. So just going to hot glue the burlap first to the egg, and then I'm just going to hot glue the pink one right in the center of the burlap bow. Remember when I hauled this Fleurs et Jardin bucket? It's so cute. It's ceramic. I love this. So all I'm doing is hot gluing a little bit of floral foam to the bottom. And I'm just stuffing some just regular tissue paper on the sides just to give it a little height because I'm going to add this reindeer moss to the top. And I didn't want to use a whole bunch of this because this guy's just so messy. So I didn't want to use a whole bunch. So now that it's all covered and set, I'm just going to place the bamboo skewer into the foam and make sure it's straight and center, of course. Oh, here you can obviously leave it as is, but I'm just going to use some of these cute little shapes that I had from last year from the Dollarama. I'll show you in just a second where I got them from. Again, they're still there this year. I know I've seen them. So since they're already painted, all I wanted to do is just kind of incorporate them in the base of the topiary. So I just hot glued some just toothpicks to the back of them, and I just stuck them into the foam, kind of wherever you want to go. So I'm just showing you here is all done. I thought this was so cute, so Easter, so farmhouse. I absolutely love it. All right, so second DIY, I am using some of these triangular cones and some grass from the Dollar Tree. Now the grass kind of had some little separate pieces, so I'm just pulling those apart, and I'm using probably 2 bunches per cone, so you can kind of get the idea of what I am doing. These cones that I bought at Christmas, I thought, oh, I'll just use them as Christmas trees, and I'm like, wait a second, ding ding, I can use them as carrots. So you'll see here in just a second, I'm just tying the bunches together with some jute twine, and I'm just basically digging out a hole using my scissors. Now, this can get a little messy because you guys know how foam is. It's super staticky. It sticks to your fingers. Anyway, so I'm just making sure the size of the hole is big enough for the grass. You don't want it super big. And then when I figure that out, I'm just going to hot glue them into the center. I forgot to show you guys this. So using the orange jute twine from the Dollarama, I get to finally use it. I am just showing you super fast here, but I am just using some hot glue and just outlining the cones. So I'm just showing you here, I made the 3 and I made 1 just with some regular jute twine as well. And you can just cut off the excess grass wherever you want. And I'm just going to show you this, guys. This basket I got from a thrift shop last year. You would have seen this in my fall porch decor video. I'll leave that link in the description box so you guys can see. Now, I did decide to paint it white, so I didn't show you. I painted it white, and I'm going to distress it with some burnt umber acrylic paint. Now, I also did take out the jute twine, and I actually cut it shorter. It was so long, I didn't know what it was doing there, so I cut it shorter. And yeah, so I'm just dry brushing it, and you can keep adding as much or little as you like. So I'm just taking this galvanized metal sign. It was a spring sign. It was a 3-pack at the Dollar Tree. Now I know some places in Canada have them again this year. I did pick this up last year. It had spring, blessing, and Easter, I think, in the package. So again, you probably will find them again this year. So I'm just distressing that as well with the burnt umber. And you guessed it, I'm just going to hot glue it to the center of the basket. And now I'm just going to hot glue some floral foam just to the bottom of the basket. I'll show you why in just a moment. So just using the same raffia that was in the basket from the fall decor. Again, you guys can get this raffia from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just reusing it. And you'll see here, I'm just going to add some toothpicks to the bottom of the carrots. So now this is what I was going to say. If I just left them in there loosely, you would have not seen the carrots. It kind of just would have flopped over. So with these toothpicks, I can at least stand them up and push them into the floral foam. So you'll see here what I'm doing. So I just wanted to add a few more things to the basket. So just taking these carrots from the Dollar Tree, just showing you here, the greenery is awful on it. So I'm just cutting it all off on all 4 of them. Just going to use some greenery from the Dollarama. So I'm just taking them off the stems and just cutting off the excess so I can hot glue them just to the top of the carrot. All right, so this is what the carrot looks like, super cute. This is the final results, guys. I absolutely love this, and I have a little bit of trash to treasure in there with a little bit of farmhouse. I love it, and I just love Easter. I love spring. I think I love every season, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, guys, I do post videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I am back to my normal schedule as I am back to work currently. Please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it also. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you guys later. Bye.